getting angry or unbalanced. To have things like that, and you both know many teachers and books that are available with that information. The power of presence. There's just so many of them, and we've all read them over the years. And I would say to people, go into a bookstore and hold the book in your hands, even though eventually you might buy it digitally. But the resonance of the book and the author of that book will speak to you. I know when I've gone in bookstores, I've literally had books fall off the shelf at me. And that's and it's like, oh, okay, Spirit, you want me to read this book? I got it.
And it always has some gem in there for you, doesn't it?
Many gems, yes.
Right.
And so, and meditation, yes. And again, there are so many different kinds of meditation, and one size does not fit all, and we may have to experiment and try. But what I want to give today is something very simple that anybody can learn and do, and it takes about 2 minutes once you have the feeling of it. And that is the sense of grounding in your sovereignty. And let me explain what I mean by sovereignty. Sovereignty is our ability to go within for our inner authority and not look out there for validation or what your truth is. And so it's not being egotistical or spoiled. It's very much taking a huge sense of responsibility for what you're thinking and feeling and the choices that you make. And there's an exercise called standing in sovereignty. And so to allow yourself to stand up and feel your feet on the earth and know deep in your being that the earth, the entire earth, is supporting you, strengthening you, and stabilizing you. And that energy comes up into your body from the earth. And as you breathe up and you're breathing that energy into your body, bring it all the way up to your heart. And let the chalice of your heart fill with strength, support, and stability. And you breathe that throughout your entire body. And then you go to the top of your head, your crown chakra, your sovereignty. So you have this crown. And you open your crown to the infinite universe, the cosmos, the divine, the essential. And you let the energy of the heart of the cosmos cascade down upon you, bringing the sparkly, fiery, creative, infinite energy of the universe, bringing that into your body, trickling down through your head, down into your heart space, and merging with the strength, stability, and support of the earth. And in this merging, you create what has been called heaven on earth, right there within your body. You are generating the light force, the life force of your being, and you can radiate that out throughout your entire body and being, and radiate it out further into your home, your community, and around the world. And so when we have the intention to create this kind of peace and harmony and wholeness within ourselves, it's not just for ourselves. It's first for ourselves, but then it goes out into the entire living world to benefit all living beings.
Ah, beautiful. I totally feel the space of that. And the healing that goes within, and then the radiation that it goes without. And that is the healing that you're talking about, beginning with ourselves, that does heal humankind.
I wanted to share something I think that Patricia does too, very practical way that I've been doing, just as you said, and that we're so fortunate here in where we are here in Sarasota. I go to the beach. I've been going to the beach more regularly than normal, putting my feet in the sand, and we actually have the opportunity to have more nature on our beaches, breathing in confidence, breathing out doubt, doing some yoga moves that bring the energy from the feet. It's coming through the photons right through the body to the crown, like you're talking about. So I do walking meditations a lot. I get great ideas. I get pumped up with energy and confidence. And that's something that has to be, confidence has to be taken every day. But this is a great way for people to practically do just what you said. We have the ability to do it here more easily because of the beaches. But I know Patricia finds solace too in the beach and grounding.
Beach and even the forest or the mountains. I know a friend of mine
any of the nature that connects us with the infinite. It connects us with the earth energy, which is finite, but then bigger than that, it connects us with the infinite and reminds us that our true nature is infinite.
And I love you mentioned about the photons, which is that light energy that Jackie's talking about, and that is that as we awaken to the photons within our own being. That's what I was very present to in that sweet little guidance that you just took us through, Jackie. I want to take a clip of that and put it on our holistic community website. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Right through the astronomy right now, we're having a download of a lot of energy. And as we move into Saturn and Jupiter making a 20-year conjunction, it hasn't happened in 20 years, we're kind of finishing, there's always phases going on all the time, big cycles. This is a huge cycle, a huge statement.
Well, that's really great that you mentioned that, Kimberly and Jackie. This goes back to my question in terms of, we're facing big. I know yesterday we had the solar eclipse, and I was inundated with big challenges, and so I love your guidance. I mean, sometimes it's hard to just stop everything and focus on what you just guided us through. Any other helpful hints that you have?
I think what's coming up as far as a helpful hint in reference to what you just said is to develop your sense of loving kindness with and for yourself through this process. These are difficult times, no matter how spiritually evolved you are. This is a very challenging time with great loss and great grief on many, many levels. Mm-hmm. And so as we move through our personal challenges, to have that sense of kindness, and it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to stop and rest, to give up the sense of having to judge yourself or beat yourself up because you didn't meet a goal at a certain time. So that kind of softness with yourself, and I don't mean softness as weakness, I mean softness as kindness. Kindness is often seen as weakness, and I hope that with the evolution that's happening, that we can shift that perspective to see that kindness is actually the greatest strength, and it takes much more courage to be kind than it does to be harsh.
And I think knowing that the universe is happening for us and not to us.
Exactly.
If we can remember that, I think that's
a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes away the victim. When it happens to us, that's the perspective of a victim. Well, when it happens for us, then that's the perspective of a co-creator of your life.
And then we truly can walk with the light that you've been talking about.
With the light, yes.
That's really great. So what do you see in vision for our upcoming year before we have to end our show with you, Jackie? What's your encouragement at this time now as we move into 2021?
Encouragement is to keep going forward, even if it's one step, even if it's half a step at a time, going forward into your path of whatever that is, your destiny, your choice going forward. And I would also like to offer that Celtic blessing that you mentioned, Patricia. Yes, and it's called a Celtic blessing called Deep Peace. So I offer this as a gift for all of us to move into this next year. Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the gentle earth to you. Deep peace of the quiet night to you. Moon and stars shine their healing light upon you. Deep peace to you.
Thank you so much, Jackie. And we'll love to have you back on with us again. So blessings to all. And we're going to close now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning into our show on societybitesradio.com. Don't worry if you've missed a show. You can find them all on our website at SarasotaHolisticChamberofCommerce.com.